My name is Matt Shuck. I'm a 4th grade group leader in Kids Church.
Hi, my name is Linda Crafton and I serve in our children's ministries. I work right now with 4- and 5-year-olds.
My name is Matthew Bailey and I serve here at the church. I am a 7th grade High Point leader for middle school, and then I'm a 9th grade High Point leader for high school. I also serve on the worship team and play multiple instruments. You'll see me on the drums in 1 week and then a bass next week.
I'm Sabrina. I help out with middle school and high school youth group because I love the kids. Honestly, it's crazy to think about. Middle schoolers are so hard to love because they're so crazy and rambunctious and wiggly, and they can be so frustrating, but honestly, being able to interact with them and create those bonds and watch them grow is one of the most rewarding things I've ever gone through.
So my name is Trina. I am voluntold to do a lot of stuff around here. It's like Dave said, do the interview. I said, okay.
Michael Card, is it on? Is it on? Do we look at the camera or do I look up there? My name is Rick. People call me Ricky John T-Bone. That's my name around the kids. So I work with the kids, 4th and 5th graders. You know, if I would miss a Sunday, I would feel bad because I feel like I would miss an opportunity of reaching a kid or a student for Jesus.
So I serve because I love to give back. I just celebrated 4 years sober, and so during that time I just took and took from my community, and so this is the way that I give back to my community. I also love adding value to people's lives, and that's why I do a lot of work with Hope on the Hill.
As much as I am giving, it fulfills me just as much, if that makes sense.
I love to help the kids get to know Christ and to know more about who God is. I shared salvation with our group, and a little girl spoke up in a very excited voice and wanted to know how she could give her life to Christ. So it was a great moment.
With this girl, I was actually kind of being like a substitute small group leader, and she took me off to the side and she was like, oh my goodness, after tonight and after all the stuff we've talked about, like, I really want to rededicate my life to God. And I was like, whoa. Watching them finally get it is so rewarding.
My kids see my serving. My example is huge.
My life has impacted my family's life, and so by me volunteering and doing what I do, it shows my son and my daughter that they love to give back as well. And so I think that's the biggest impact, is just creating that solid foundation for my kids.
You need to look at what the church's foundation is based on, and that's based on LifeTrack. Without knowing the foundations of the church, without knowing the foundations of where you're attending, you can't really get involved unless you do that.
That's what our kids need. They need to know God loves them. They'll study, they'll learn, all of that, but they need to know God loves them, and mostly that happens with relationships. So if we are there loving on them, not only is it fun and adventurous, it turns their hearts to God too.
It has impacted me to the point that when I've done it for so many years, I get to watch them grow. I get to watch the kids grow, and that's very important to me because I feel like I'm part of them as they grow up. I was in a parking lot looking at my phone, and one of the kids came up out of their way to say hi to me last week, but it really made me feel good that he did that, because, hey, you know, I'm being a part of their life.
When I leave after I'm done serving, I am energized. If there's a project to be done, that's when I'll get it done.
Rick, it's been short, but you nailed it.
I'm good at nailing stuff. That's just me. You know, if I carry a hammer with me all the time because I nail it. So yeah, but yeah, I'm a bomb.